Hey guys, welcome back to Decked Out Dragons. If you haven't seen episode 1, this is a little show where I pick out some dragons on Flight Rising and gush about them, and I factor everything in from their name to their familiar. So this concept got way more interest than I thought it would, and because of that, I wanted to say two things before we get started. One, I'm going to be bumping up the number of dragons I take a look at per episode. It's going to be 5 instead of 3. 2, because so many of you sent in your user IDs both in the comments of the last video and in the forum topic I made, I've jotted them all down for future reference. What that means is, even if I don't get to one of your dragons in this video, the next video, or even the video after that, I will eventually. So thanks in advance for your patience. I genuinely can't wait to check all of your layers out. Till then though, let's take a look at our first dragon. This is Pluto, the male tundra, owned by Flight Rising user Stunflower. And right off the bat, this is one of the coolest tundras I've ever seen. He is owning the magician/herbalist look. And even though I'd say the Trickmark circus apparel items in particular do wonders for the outfit, I think it's the little touches that bring it all together. Like the black cat sitting on top of his head, or the purple bird skull necklace dangling from his neck. And the best part to me is that his beautiful colors aren't obscured. I feel like Storm Iridescent is gonna be one of my new favorite combinations ever. Next, we have Thane Mache, the female guardian, owned by Flight Rising user Ophionics. And wow, she looks like she crawled straight out of a volcano. Because Thane Mache is such a dark dragon, people's eyes are inevitably going to wander to the parts of her that are lighter, which is exactly why the claw tips are my favorite unnecessary touch. They really encourage you to look around and soak in every detail. Also, something I really want to note that's extremely cool and maybe incidental is that because of the shading around the accent that she's wearing, her terracotta glimmer looks like it's only glimmering because the fire is casting light on it. Next up, we have Bunny, the female sky dancer, owned by Flight Rising user Wendy's. And true to the name of the sky dancer breed, this dragon definitely belongs in the sky. I really like how the steampunk apparel looks in conjunction with the Mistral Jamboree apparel, and that's saying something because steampunk usually doesn't do it for me. I also like the contrast in this dragon. Some elements of their design make me think that they might be pretty fast in the air, but others make me think that they might just drift along like a hot air balloon. And they do have a literal balloon on their back. Maybe they don't use their wings at all. Maybe their namesake comes from the fact that they leap into the air like a rabbit and then let the wind carry them. Maybe I'm reading too deep into it, but my point is, it's fun to read into Bunny. And here we have Palladian, the male Codal, owned by Flight Rising user Antics, and his color palette is a dream. If I really felt like getting technical, I'd say it's so pleasing because the colors are close to each other on the color wheel, or that combinations of warm and cool colors always get me, but I'm just gonna settle for the fact that it is so pretty. There's so much silk and gold, and how can you ever go wrong with silk and gold? The frog companion that I almost missed the first time is also a very cute touch. And I'm usually of the opinion that it's better to have an eye color that's the same as a color otherwise existing on the dragon, but Shadow Common still looks really nice on him. Last but not least, we have Pantalaimon, the male spiral, owned by Flight Rising user Starbelly. This is another case where colors totally won me over. I adore blues and pinks and blues and purples. And as far as I'm concerned, magenta and the arcane rare eye shade are pretty middle ground between purple and pink. Either way, I love all of the jewelry, I love the spooky aesthetic, I love that this dragon looks like they're about to offer their services so I can commune with my dead loved ones. Everything about them is so on point and cool. All in all, Pantalaimon really inspires me to rent an arcane nest and try to breed something like them. And with that, that's gonna be it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my second stab at this. Feel free to lay some more love on the featured dragons in the comments, cause they definitely deserve it. And if you wanna see your dragons featured in future episodes and haven't dropped me your ID number yet, go right ahead. As always, thanks for watching,